Hey guys, good to see you again. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your photos from a memory card onto your computer, whether you're using a Mac or a PC. I'm going to walk you through all the tools that you need, how to safely move your files, how to protect your data from corruption, and finally, how to keep everything organized on the computer. So let's get started. First, just a quick note about memory cards. Most cameras use a full-size SD card like this one, but some cameras use a smaller micro SD card like this. And if you're using one of these micro SD cards, you will need an adapter like this that'll fit into a full-size SD card reader. Just be aware of that. Now, some computers have a built-in card reader, but if your computer doesn't have a built-in SD card slot, you'll need an external card reader. There are lots of different types. Here's one that I have by CF Express. This is a multi-card reader hub. You also have USB-A or USB-C card readers. You can have ones like this with multiple attachments to it. So there's lots of different kinds. Next, we need to insert our memory card into the computer. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now on a Mac, the card is going to show up directly on the desktop. To open it, you're going to simply double click and it opens up a new Finder window, DCIM 100, and here's all of my files. I got 41 different items. Now alternatively, you could go into your Finder in the dock, go down to locations, and there's your card, and you can go to DCIM 100 and select all of your files from there. Now just to note, if you're using a Windows PC, the card should appear under this PC in the File Explorer as a removable drive. You'll usually see it something like SDHC or something similar. Simply click to open it and you'll see the folders that are on the card. Now I'm a Mac user, so for the entirety of this course, I'm primarily going to be demonstrating using a Mac. Hey everyone, just really quickly, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Artlands Academy. You see, anyone can take a picture, but becoming an artist, that takes a little bit more. Now, Artlands Academy is a comprehensive program built on a 4-part framework. It's designed to take you from photography basics to true artistic expression. Now, you'll learn the ins and outs of your camera, you'll master lighting and editing, you'll even discover how to tell powerful stories through your images. But it doesn't stop there. In fact, Artlands Academy actually helps you build a portfolio, a career, and a creative practice that's rooted in meaning and spirit and voice. So if you're ready to grow, and not just as a photographer, but as an artist, then this is your path. Click the link below to learn more and start your journey today. Now let's get back to the content. Okay, once you open up your card in the Finder window, it's time to transfer the files to your computer or to your external hard drive. You want to make sure you have a place to put them in order to stay organized. So on my desktop, I'm going to right click and there's an option for new folder. I'm going to title that demo for the purposes of this demonstration. Now, alternatively, you could come up to the top left where it says file and down to new folder, and I could say demo 1, right? And there's another folder. I do not need 2 folders for this demonstration, so I'm going to bring one to the trash. Now I'm going to double click on this demo folder to open it up, and I have 2 Finder windows as you see here. One that's on the computer, that's the demo folder, and one that's my card with all of my files. To transfer your files, all you have to do is click on them and drag them to this new demo folder. Now the amount of time it takes to transfer your files depends on a few different things: the speed of the card, how many files you have to transfer, etc. Also, make sure that the transfer is fully complete before you eject the card. That way you don't ruin anything. Okay, so we're done transferring, but before you can pull out your memory card, you always need to properly eject. I'm gonna go ahead and close out that folder. That's the demo folder. I'm gonna close this one as well. That's my card. Now, in order to eject, there's 2 ways you can do this. I can take this card and I can drag it down to the trash can. Now notice in the bottom right side of my dock, I've got a trash can, and as I grab my card and bring it down, that trash can converts into an eject symbol. So I could either hover over and then let go and drop it in there. Alternatively, I can right click on the card and there's an option for eject EOS digital. So I can click on that. My card will disappear. Never remove the card if the icon has not disappeared. If a program is still using the card, let's say Photoshop or Premiere or something is using the files that are on your card, you'll need to quit that program first. You may also need to relaunch the Finder. Now to do this, you simply go up to the Apple on the top left, go down to Force Quit, And then here you'll see it says Finder and you want to relaunch the Finder. If you relaunch the Finder, yes, then you should be able to eject your card at that time. Okay, lastly, let's just make sure we have our files organized. It's a good habit to organize your photos into folders. You can create your folders however you want, by date, event, location, client name, whatever system works best for you. For example, I like to use subfolders and give them all titles. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm going to double click on my demo folder. Now let's imagine that I did some of these photos inside and some outside. This is from a portrait shoot. So I could go ahead and create a new folder here. I'm going to drop down, new folder, and I could say this is inside, and then this one, which I had already created previously, let's say that's outside. I'm just doing this for the sake of this demonstration. So I could click on some of these and I could drag these into one folder and then drag the remainder into the outside folder. So you can see in the demo, I've got inside and I've got outside as an example. So whatever you do, just make sure you keep your files organized. Keeping your files organized from the start will save you a lot of time later on when you're trying to edit or trying to find something that you want to use for a project. And that's it. Transferring your photos is simple once you know the steps. Because just think of the acronym CARDS, C-A-R-D-S. Connect, access, retrieve, designate, and safely eject. So you connect your card with the right card reader, then you access your files by locating them on your computer. You retrieve your photos when you transfer your files. Then you designate where the files go by organizing them into folders. And finally, you always safely eject before removing the card. All right, guys, if you have any thoughts or questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below. And if this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more great content. Also, make sure you click the link below for my free gear list where you get all of my recommendations for the best cameras, lenses, tripods, and more depending upon the type of work you're doing. And lastly, remember, great art doesn't have to be made with great gear. It's made by great vision. So keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.